Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna's killer confesses to Steffy and Finn. Luna, Lisa Yamada, was formally pronounced dead after admitting she'd miscarried Will's baby, ending the mayhem she set in motion the instant she sneaked out of prison. Even while the emotional damage persisted, Will and Elektra attempted to restore some normalcy at the beach house in the aftermath. Bill and Katie also circled back to each other in an unexpected way. Helping Will overcome the pain of Luna raping him led them into a fragile closeness, and now with Katie thrown out of Forrester they're settling under the same roof again. It remains to be seen if this is a genuine reunion, or just a fleeting consolation. Steffy's reappearance coincided with the revelation of Luna's survival. And with Luna now gone for real, Steffy and Finn are locked in a strange, agonizing grief mourning Finn's oldest child, even though Luna recently tried to kill Steffy. The last shock was learning that Dylan was the driver who hit Luna, killing her. Los Angeles was once again taken aback by Luna's passing, which altered all residual feelings. Rich spent Thanksgiving at Steffy's, but he and Brooke are married and enjoying their time together these days. Brooke's double sister drama. The bold and the beautiful spoilers update for the week of says that fans will see Will Spencer's Dylan driver reaction as Brooke Logan Forrester deals with double the sister conflict. Katie Logan will have time to reassess her professional situation now that Forrester Creations has engaged a different PR company to handle the Luna Nozawa situation. The fact that this choice was taken without even consulting her may not set right with Katie, who'll confide in Bill Spencer and get some guidance. Of course, Bill won't think Katie should put up with a job where she has to take the Forresters' commands. Bill will emphasize that if Katie returns to Spencer Publications, she can make decisions for herself instead of falling in line with what Brooke and Rich Forrester want. Bill will contend that since Will is a Spencer, he should also be involved in the family business. Bill's going to make some huge plans and hope that both Will and Katie join him in growing the Spencer empire shortly. In the interim, Elektra Forrester will be by Dylan's side as she proceeds forward with some key milestones. Whether Dylan confesses to Will personally or allows Elektra deliver updates instead, Will's absolutely going to realize Dylan ran over Luna. That news will give Will quite a jolt and leave him feeling compassionate about Dylan's plight. Dylan is certainly grappling with some guilt and painful emotions, but Will may join Elektra in believing none of this is Dylan's fault. Nevertheless, teasers predict Dylan will think John Finn Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan need to hear the truth straight from her. Dylan will therefore go to Steffy and Finn's house with a significant revelation to make. Will and Elektra will be there for Dylan as she confesses to running over Luna and emotionally apologizes for wiping Finn's daughter off the map. Despite the shockwaves that'll reverberate, Finn won't hold Dylan responsible for hitting Luna. Luna was at blame for dashing into a moving car after breaking out of prison. Brooke, on the other hand, has twice the sister drama in the works. Katie's prospective Forrester resignation will be one issue for Brooke to grapple with, but she may also help Donna Logan deal with the marriage situation. Brooke and Donna have some emotional sequences coming up, so Donna may ponder on Eric's almost demise and how much she hopes he'd take a breather with her now. Ridge will feel like it's time for Eric to take a step back when it comes to his role in the Forrester business, but Eric will lash out over his son wanting to get rid of him. The vibrant and gorgeous according to teasers, there will be more arguments between Eric and Ridge in the future, so don't miss any of the tense moments. Is Katie Logan taking Elektra's man with her? This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers predict that Katie Logan will continue to suffer with being replaced at Forrester Creations. Will Katie transfer her skills to Bill Spencer's company, where she is valued, despite the Forrester gang's insistence that it is only temporary? Bill Spencer wants his wife to come back to their family business. Will she bring their son with her? Here are spoilers for the upcoming episodes of B&B. On The Bold and the Beautiful, it's no secret that Dollar Bill is upset by the fact his son is working at Forrester Creations and not at Spencer Publications. Rather than following in his father's footsteps, Will is following in Bill's rival Ridge's footsteps. Originally, Will took the work as a temporary internship and could care less about fashion, but later he fell in love with Elektra Forrester and is like a part of the Forrester family. It will be a tough sell for him to quit Forrester Creations, but if his mom departs then the odds could alter. According to Dollar Bill, will use the Forresters' mistake to his advantage. If Katie is feeling neglected at FC, she will be treated like a queen at her hubby's company. Since Carter Walton recruited a PR team behind her back, it won't take much convincing to get her back to Spencer Publications. Bill is no fool. He understands that if he gets Katie Logan back to Spencer Publications, then he may persuade Will Spencer Jr. to come over to the family business shortly. Previews for The Bold and the Beautiful hint at significant conflict between the Spencer and Forrester families in the coming months. Is it because Bill Spencer is recruiting all of Ridge's staff after stealing them? Will he follow his mother, in your opinion? This is the reason Carter and Deacon became best friends. They all agreed that she had an excellent voice. Sheila went to check the turkey that was cooking in the oven as Deacon talked to Carter. He showed Carter what he's been doing on his laptop. Carter claimed he could offer free legal counsel if he ever needed it. In an unexpected turn of events, the two decided to put their disagreements behind them. Carter was seeing Hope, Deacon's daughter, at the time. Up to the coup attempt, Deacon encouraged their connection. Carter changed his mind after that. He wanted to give back to the company, and he was charmed by Daphne's charm and lovely aroma. Carter's intentions with his daughter were untrustworthy to Deacon. He pushed for Hope to reconcile with Liam, and in the end he succeeded in his goal. Now that Hope and Liam are back together, Deacon can breathe easy. He's over the moon with their engagement announcement. So he's now fine with Carter, even if he's with the nose. Deacon even invited Carter and Daphne over for Thanksgiving dinner. Carter, however, claimed they had other ideas. The new couple wished Sheila and Deacon a good Thanksgiving. When Sheila found out that Deacon had changed his mind on Carter, she was astounded. What's also changed is that Deacon has begun seeing Taylor professionally, which hasn't been going well as expected, considering they both have burning affections for each other. Taylor has recently left a lasting impression on Deacon, he said Sheila. Sheila was curious about their conversations. Deacon remarked that Taylor has gotten him to open up more. Tapping into his emotions has allowed him to evolve and grow. And because of this, he's able to move forward with Carter. But the fact that Carter and Hope are no longer together also helps. A double wedding extravaganza as Bill marries Katie, and Will says I do to Elektra? A double wedding involving the Spencers may be imminent, according to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is it possible that Bill Spencer is being married to Katie Logan at the same time as Will Spencer is getting ready to marry Elektra Forrester? With Bill rekindling his romance with Katie, it seems just a matter of time before he pops the question and wants to make her his wife once more. For what seems like an eternity, Bill has been seeking a happy ending with Katie. Therefore it's likely that he will soon start the next phase of their marriage. Conversely, Will and Elektra have been hinting at marriage from the beginning. In fact, Elektra and Will's initial meeting seemed to be an omen that they would eventually be married. Will proposed to Elektra on one knee after discovering a ring that she had unintentionally dropped at Forrester Creations. The writers appeared to be implying to the audience that Elektra and Will would eventually get married. Elektra stuck by Will's side during the whole turbulent Luna Nozawa scenario, showing that they had overcome some major challenges together. Will and Elektra's relationship has endured many hardships, yet they have come out stronger than ever. One day, Will might decide to pop the question and tell Elektra that he wants to live out the rest of his days with her. This might lead to a shared wedding party since it may be preparing for 2 Spencer engagements. Opting for a double wedding could be a realistic solution for the program, saving both time and resources if both Bill and Will are poised to marry their respective true loves. Although Katie might be worried about taking away from Will and Elektra's special day, Elektra might really enjoy the idea of coming together as a family in this way. Elektra would probably feel comfortable sharing the limelight with Katie on her wedding day, because the Spencers have embraced her and made her feel truly accepted and appreciated. Similarly, Will could say that it would be a privilege to share the duties of being a groom with Bill. The forthcoming program has the potential to produce some very wonderful father-son moments if Bill and Will come to a consensus about sharing a wedding day together. Since she only played a minor part throughout the summer, there must be a hidden motive for the show to bring her back to murder Luna. We've been scratching our heads as to what that motive would be all Thanksgiving. And eventually we struck on a concept. What if she's a superfan of Steffy? She learned everything there was to know about the wealthy, well-known, stunning and gifted fashion designer. The Forresters are, after all, celebrities of the fashion industry. Furthermore, it's not difficult for someone to develop an obsession. Dylan may have acquired a position as Hayes' art teacher to start getting in good with Steffy, and worked her way into her idol's life. Then Luna appeared. She tied up Dylan, threatened Steffy, and wrecked everything. Luna was eventually sent into jail, while Dylan was left to find out everything she could about this sociopath, and how she fit into Steffy's life. One thing would have been clear. Steffy wanted Luna gone. Permanently. That would certainly make Steffy happy if only Dylan could figure out how to accomplish the deed. Then, abruptly, Luna escaped from jail. Alerts were sent out. People were searching for her. And she landed squarely on Dylan's lap. The hit and run might not have been an accident, but Dylan might not have planned for it. After spotting Luna, she hunted her down and devised a plot to inform everyone that the murderer had been permanently eliminated. No matter how insane Luna was, she would have been in trouble if she had told them that she ran over someone in cold blood. She has therefore made a special effort to pretend that she is upset about it, admitting to Elektra the accident, and knowing that Steffy will find out. She'll be thankful and Dylan won't come out as a horrible sociopath. Maybe the two can even become best gal mates after the bonding experience. Of course, if Dylan was willing to murder to be close to Steffy, we're more than a little scared about what else she might be capable of. Steffy, in other words, may have just ended up jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire.